Hey, how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim. Got my Sarasota foam hat on. I'm at that Publix where I told you they have select prime meats. I didn't see them, but I scored. I mean, I really did. Let me see if I can show you. I'm going to break out the Tellison. The Tellison here. It's so pliable. It's so nice. And I'm going to show you, even before I bought two things of poison. Hang on, Matt. Let's see if I can show you. All right. I got myself some poison. I don't care what anybody says. Every now and then, I gots to have a do. I know there's gasoline in there and all kinds of stuff to kill you, but there's no sugar. And damn, does that taste good compared to water all the time. I just spent a half a yard. You know what a half a yard is? That's $50. Let me show you what I got. Look at this. Filet mignon, and the guy told me when I was where are my glasses? When he was ringing me up, I'm just gonna have to buy a bunch of bacon or something to get my fat content from the meat. They didn't have any ribeyes that I saw, but $13.49 a pound. This stuff is normally over $19 a pound. And look, you press it, it's super soft. Now, I'll eat both of those, no question about it. What's this? You got a couple more. Look how soft it is. I did the old squeeze test. These are really good. Look, I would have spent that for one ribeye. I've got 11, let's say basically 12, and 8 is $20. And I got 4 tenderloins here. The guy also that cashed me out at this very nice Publix told me that these are the best burgers ever. The prime rib burger made from prime chuck. And so I got some burgers. And he said, "You cooking out today? You grilling out today?" I said, "Every day. I'm on the Corona diet." I told him the carnivore, of course. And in this goodie bag, we don't have it around here, folks. One more poisonous for the special occasion. I'll enjoy that right there. Hey, there's my pea bottle. I've used it twice today. Buy one, get one Sargento cheese. I told you guys I'm a mouse. I got this. And then look at this. I saw a lady getting them. I wanted some hot dogs for the grill because I'm running out of money to buy these steaks. I never seen Angus before. Angus beef franks. 100% Angus beef. They had the bun size, and then these are the regular ones. Should be the best hot dog I ever ate in my life. Put that Coke in there. So as you can see, the carnivore or the Corona diet continues. And just to show off again one more time, look at these amazing prime rib burgers. They're from here. Okay, interesting. So if this is good, man, I should get some more of those, right? For $13.49 a pound. The sale's going till Thursday. They changed the sale here at Publix, but I have to tell you, you got to do the squeeze test. You got to press them. One of you guys told me about that in comments, and I know somebody else says that too. It really does work. So let me get back to getting hopped up on my dew. Let's head back over to the house, fire up the grill, eat something. I will go to the gym after and work on the muscles. Wasn't able to get to the beach today. Way too crowded, Lido. They got that art show going on at the St. Armand Circle, and it was just covered up with people. And I found secret parking. I really didn't want to reveal it, so I edited that out. But because it was there. It was there. And I've known about it for about 8 years. And I'm not going to reveal that to anybody, especially being a influencer and all these people watching me with my viral channel. They'll all come to Sarasota and go to Lido and glom up all the secret. Anyway, right there is the boat ramp, which is very busy today too. The Sarasota Bay is just littered with boats out there today. Summertime, man. People are just getting in that water trying to stay cool. It's the only way to go. So we're heading northbound towards Bradenton, towards the house. And we are going to enjoy ourselves the rest of the day, go to the gym, get some more walking in, get some westerns going, sit in the air conditioning, basically living life, crushing it every day. I wanted to talk about that for a minute. Let me turn this camera around. There's not much to see except Tamiami Trail here. Take a look at me for a minute. I want to tell you something. As long as the camera will last before it goes black from the heat, 89 degrees. So you know it's about 95 out there, minimum heat index. That's the best Diet Dew I ever drink in my life. Folks, you ever heard the question, what is love? What is life about? People they've been trying to answer those two questions forever. You ask 10 people, you get 10 different answers. Let's start with love. Am I going to give you what I think it is? Well, I have what I think it is. I don't know if I'm going to attempt to answer it. I'm just making a point that when people ask, what is love? I can tell you what it's not. I can tell you that. And it's evident. It's evident. You know it when you see it. And this iOD is vibrating. I don't want it to get into the... where's my other doohickey to put the camera in? I don't want to get into the politics, but there's a lot of... the news is so desperate today that they are leeching on to anything, and they're using AI, and they're finding out what is it that people really want to hear. And apparently it's dirty laundry. Apparently it's just hatefulness, gossip, and the like. So that's what love is not. And it's a sad thing that when people get caught up in it and just keep feeding and watching and listening to hateful nonsense. I mean, but do I make it my life to where I wake up and daily have a commitment to hate? No. And it just, when I watch the media and I see the continuation, when I told you I stopped watching the media, I did. When I told you I started peeking around the corner and looking at a few things again, I did. Because there was, wow, there's a beautiful girl walking down the street. I got distracted. Sorry about that. Because there was major breaking news in some of the recent news cycles. And you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing them just take a hammer and beat something to death over and over and over. All they want to do is just keep rehashing it. And they don't even mix it up. They just keep repeating, looping. And I can't I can't even stand to stomach putting it on anymore. I was checking in a little bit in the recent couple of months since the election ended and Trump's been our president, and I'm telling you, it's just, and the hypocrisy. This is astounding. Look at Donald Trump. The more he does to straighten out the mess that we've got here, the harder they come. I told you, these people will burn the world. They will burn this country down before they relinquish their power or give up to get back in to the thievery, the dishonesty, the fraud, the abuse. And it's the same with every single level of hatefulness. Every single level of evil is the same. You know, it's the same. The names just change. And that's where I used to live, right there behind that house in Whitfield. That was a great 5-6 years. Played golf every day, had that little cottage, cranked the tunes, grilled out every day. I was ripped too. I was like 180. I was playing golf all day. I had no time to eat. Anyway, those were good memories back there in Whitfield Estates here in Sarasota, Bradenton. Sarasota is actually where I'm at right now. So, what is love? Love is not the majority of the way of what you see on TV, the movies, the media, and everything else. That is not love. I see a need for love, and we need to spread it. So I encourage you to be nice, to be kind. Today when I was in Publix, I guess what really kind of sparked this video, I had a conversation with a lady that was trying to get around the aisle. She was my senior, and she said, "Are you trying to get in there?" I said, "Well, I'm trying to get into this cooler right here where the hot dogs were." And she goes, "Well, I'll just go over this aisle over here then." And I said, "Okay." And so she went around, and I'm carrying everything. I packed up all this in my hand. I had no buggy. I had no hand cart. And I got to cashing out, and there she is. I said, "Oh, it's you again." And she was putting her stuff up on there, and immediately I just started chatting her up. That's what I do. And she was all too willing to talk, including the cashier guy. And I told him about the Corona diet. I told him about I'm only eating meat. I told him about the health benefits from it. And the guy was talking about the great deal on the filet mignon I bought, and asked me if I'm grilling. Everybody was exchanging. Nobody was like, "Don't talk, hurry up, I gotta go." It was a wonderful experience. And I've been around by myself all day today, you know, getting some exercise, haven't engaged in any conversation with anyone. And it was delightful. It was delightful, and it was good. It was positive. It wasn't disparaging. It wasn't hatefulness. It wasn't bad. It was good, all love. That's love. That's love. Kindness, generosity, friendliness, courtesy, those are things that express love, you know, what Jesus did. Now let's talk about what is life. Life? That's also been answered by everybody in the world, and you get a million different answers. Will I attempt to answer it? Well, not really, but I'll say what it isn't. Life isn't wasting your life. It isn't making no use of your life. It isn't doing some of the things we just spoke about. It isn't abusing your body. I did for a long time, but now I'm trying to, you know, come alive, and I'm trying to influence others. And if I don't, I've been influenced, and I'm doing it, and I'm telling you, I feel great. And when you get to be someone that wants to enjoy your life and collect your Social Security at 62, and you want to get all you can out of it. I said something this morning to someone watching that old movie with Anne Margaret, and it was, you know, she was in her prime, right? I said, oh, I guess most people are in their prime around 25. And then the next 25 years is your getting older. You know, you're hitting the roller coaster peak, and then you're going actually down, even from as early as 25. Because when you're 35, you're not what you were at 25 as in your prime. So you spend the next 25 years living another great part, a very productive part of life. And that's what life is being productive and attaining knowledge, health, and a future. And then the next 25 years from 50 to 75 is the end chapter and dying. Not that everybody dies at 75, but you get 3 25s. The first, you're growing up, you know, and living at home, and everybody taking care of you, and high school and college, and living your life, sowing some oats, and then hitting your peak when you get out up to 25, maybe marrying. And right after that is when you marry, you should. You know, you got to be somewhat mature. I don't believe anybody should marry as young as I did, because you're not mature yet. And then from 25 to 50, the next 25 years is absolutely building your life and making a life and learning about life and giving back in life. That's life. That's what life's about. Giving, living, growing, and not wasting it. That's the worst thing you can do. And then that final part is reaping the rewards from that 50 to 75, reaping those rewards, living out those final best healthy years you've got and that you've worked hard for. And then, you know, come into some kind of a crescendo, I guess. So that's what life is, isn't. That's what love is and isn't. And wasn't that interesting? And now I'm back here at the home 20. I've got this delicious meat I'm going to enjoy. I've got an air conditioner in there. I've got TV, of which I'll keep my mind clear and watch old movies and westerns and stuff like that. And being an influencer, the community that I have, I'm very proud of, because these are people that relate to what I'm talking about. This is the demographic that watches me. This is, what does that say? Oh, the iPhone's got some kind of suggestion going on. So until I get the grill fired up and the hot dogs or the filet or something that I bought on the grill, I'll end with this one. And we'll go to the gym later. And just make sure, folks, that you just live your life. It doesn't have to be Saturday and Sunday. Tomorrow is just another day to me. I mean, I'm already thinking about what can I do? Where can I go? I wanted to ride that scooter today so bad. And, you know, I still can later, maybe before a sunset. Maybe I'll head over to the beach and get a sunset video for you guys. But I don't want to miss a day. I want to live it to the fullest. I just came off of 4 days of a little bit of a eye-opener about living life, being in some beautiful places, watching other people live their life very effectively and proficient. And you don't want to get hung up in a mundane lifestyle. You don't want to get hung up in listening to the news and start becoming a hater. You don't want to start just sitting there and thinking negative thoughts and start eating all the wrong things to make yourself feel better, to come out of your depression or whatever, and then you're just hurting yourself. Thinking bad hurts yourself. Eating bad hurts yourself. Talking bad about people hurts yourself. It's all projection of what's going on in your life. So keep it positive and keep crushing it.